Waiting for him to join. Hi, Zach.
How's it
How are
going?
you?
Get you propped up.
Huh?
Good to go.
All right, awesome. So before we get started, I'm going to give a brief introduction for anyone who might not know. So Zach Banner, also nicknamed the Hulk, is an American football offensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers of the NFL. So thank you so much for joining me today. What's so special about you is that not only are you an athlete, but you and I connected a couple of months ago when Deshaun Jackson made some really hurtful anti-Semitic remarks on Instagram, actually. And I noticed that you were very quick to defend the Jews and speak out against anti-Semitism. So you gained my respect immediately, but now what I want to know is what made you decide to do that?
I think it was just the kindness, really. It was just a kind spirit that was in me that day, kind of just trying to stick up for some of my friends back home and things like that who are part of the Jewish communities. And it was just something that I think that moving forward, we should really hold each other accountable, you know what I mean? And
Right,
speak, one of us speaks out in the wrong way, you know what I mean? And after that, move forward in kind of a bright light.
right. And you made a few posts actually in regards to anti-Semitism, and you received a lot of positive feedback from not only the Jewish community, but from NFL fans from all over. And was that the reaction that you expected?
Yeah, it was, because there really aren't, like, it's not like a league full of bad people, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things that when one of us does something in the right way, the others kind of follow, and it's vice versa as well.
Right, you were one of the first athletes to speak out against it, but I know after that it started to get the attention that it deserved because unfortunately, initially it was kind of being left unseen. So I was really happy to see that you, who actually influenced other people to speak up against it, and really appreciate that.
No worries.
Right, so shortly after this, I remember you took a small social media break to start focusing on the season. And what did that look like for you? How was your day to day like getting ready for the season?
It was awesome, just focus on kind of getting that starting spot and getting our team jailed. I think, coming off of that long-term pause by the coronavirus, um, it'd been a while since we were able to get the team together. And
Right.
it felt great to be out there with the guys, especially in this such a short camp, you
Hmm.
know, to just get ready for the season. And I feel good. I felt good. I had a good time, especially just shutting the noise off. You know what I mean? When you're able to focus on your work, I think that was my biggest reason of doing it, and
Hmm.
probably the biggest reason why I was able to win the spot and prove to this league that I belong here.
Right. Do you mind walking us through how your day to day looked like? Because I know that you went through some intense training and early morning runs and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you're at the facility and stuff like that from 6 a.m. to like 3. It's not really as bad as like a usual camp like we've had in the past. It's actually 12-hour days, so
Uh,
really 6 to 6, and it's one of those type of things that it's necessary though, especially when you get into camp. It's kind of earn the jail type thing with the rest of the team.
yeah. So I know that also obviously you have like dietary restrictions when you're preparing for the season. But do you mind sharing the story? I know that after your posts about anti-Semitism, you were getting like baked challah from people.
Mhm. I was, especially the Holla Back girls,
Yeah,
who were able to fundraise for it, and they sent me a bunch. Challah is delicious.
yeah,
Uh,
it is.
Always had matzo ball soup now. What else? I've had the bagels and lox,
Hmm.
and so yeah. So shout out to the Jews. They've really accepted in terms of food and things like that.
Yeah, challah is amazing, but if you're an athlete, it's definitely an enemy unless you're to bulk up. But yeah, that was really funny when I saw that you were receiving like challah and matzo ball soup. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
But so I know in a recent winning game against the Giants, you were actually injured and underwent surgery. So how has that recovery process been going for you?
It's been going really well. Been receiving a lot of support from friends and family and fans and things like that. And it's it's hard sometimes, especially like when you watch the games and things like that. I think that's probably the hardest time of the week. But outside of that, I'm staying in a positive light and I'm just working. And honestly, it's going well. You know, in my fourth year of the league, and I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's good. I mean, I correct me if I'm wrong, but the Steelers are 4-0 right now.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up, and the last two times that the Steelers were 4-0, they made it to the Super Bowl.
yep, that's cool. That's just
So
the
that's
fun.
looking pretty good.
That's that. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll
what I mean?
make another Super Bowl this year. I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
hopefully number seven. That would be the seventh one that we haven't. So yeah, we're
obviously, we wish you could be a part of it, but spiritually, you're there with the team. And we're rooting for you to have a speedy recovery,
appreciate you, Emily.
of course. So, something I want to discuss with you too is shortly after you were drafted, you started a foundation called the B3 Foundation. Do
Yes.
you mind telling us more about that and why you decided to start that?
Yeah, we do a lot of great things in our three communities in Tacoma, Washington, Los Angeles, California, and the island of Guam. Those three communities, we do things like backpack drives, fundraising for community events, mentoring mentoring programs and things like that in camps. Um, so one of our biggest focus is the kids there. It's bringing together, building together, belonging together, better together. I'm sorry, this is the third one, and it's rare we really focus on working with the kids. You know what I mean, and bringing opportunities that they won't have anywhere else. I'm sorry, I'm distracted right now. Two of my teammates are in here, Khalil and Toa. Good job on your distraction on that last question. You guys really threw me off my game. I appreciate that.
I also saw that the Hollaback girls joined. You guys missed your shout out.
Shout out to all of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, B Foundation. It's in both my Instagram bio and my Twitter bio. So there you go.
That's amazing. And where are you from?
Tacoma, Washington, born and raised.
Okay, so that's why you chose also
But
to.
yeah. And I forgot to mention, I'm the first Chamorro from the island of Guam to be drafted to the NFL. So my mom's side and things like that. So that's why we served the island of Guam, and then obviously went to SC. So that's why we selected Los Angeles coming into the league.
So
And
why
I
did you choose
around
to?
the city with Pittsburgh with the Steelers as well too. But outside of that, I kind of like to focus on home. That's Tacoma.
Right, and that's beautiful. I'm sure that they're really happy that you're doing that for them. And why did you? Obviously, with your platform, you could do a lot of things. So why did you choose to do specifically that?
It's I feel like if everyone in the world kind of selected a community that they really worked with, it would just cover the entire map. So it's more of like a responsibility. Like I always grew up thinking that was just like a social responsibility of NFL guys when they make it to the league. You know what I mean? Just is to change the course of their families, not only history with how you play, but also what you earn, and then also back to your community that you were born and raised in.
Yeah. While you were growing up, were you a football fan?
Yeah, I was a football fan and a basketball fan.
Really?
Yeah, we had Seattle Supersonics, things like that. I wasn't really much of a Seahawks fan. I was just a football fan in general.
Uh-huh. What was your favorite football team?
I didn't really have one growing up.
Oh,
I was just a fan, which is probably why, like, you know what I mean. I didn't like my brother and our entire family are like Seahawk fans. Sure, obviously they're fans of us and the Steelers now, but like beforehand, growing up, yeah, the whole family, everybody up there is 12th man.
mm-hmm. So when did you start playing football?
Second grade, I was 5 foot.
That's really young. It's nice you figured it out so young what you want to do, and obviously you pretty much made it.
Yeah, I was kind of built for this.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm so excited to watch the rest of the season. We wish you were there, obviously. But unless there's any other fan questions, there's too many fan questions, so I'm not going to start there. But Zach, thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and I'm so excited to watch what you're going to do next season. So, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
God bless them. Talk soon. Thank you for having me.